Hi there, and welcome back to Morrigan's Cottage, or welcome to if it's your first time. Morrigan's Cottage is a 200-year-old traditional Irish cottage set on 4 acres of land in the west of Ireland. I'm Aisling, this is my dog Morrigan and my cat Bonya, and together we're trying to bring this old house back to its former glory, show it a little bit of love, bring back some of its original features, and just in general make it into a nice and loving home for us. We're also working really hard to get this 4 acres of land back to a biodiverse heaven, and in the future, hopefully we'll have some donkeys, some more dogs, and chickens and hens and pigs. You name it, we hope to have it. But I hope you enjoy Morrigan's Cottage and that you follow along the journey. I'm like, help! I think I'm gonna blow my house. I'm gapping it, but maybe that's normal. I don't really know. Every time I come to the house, something else is wrong. I suppose you could say this is kind of like a weekend in the life sort of video, or come spend the day with me. I'm going to show you all the stuff that normally just gets cut out. Hopefully it's not super boring, but this is what we're doing today. This is what I have decided we are doing today and probably tomorrow. So come spend the day with us. You're going to see all the behind the scenes stuff, so not just me breaking down wall. You're going to see me cooking lunch and all that boring stuff. So welcome. Now, sweet princess. Good morning from Dublin. It's about 8:45 in the morning, and I thought what we would do is I would show you the full routine of the full day. Come spend a weekend with me. Generally I do that anyway, but I don't show you the boring bits. So here are some of the boring bits of us going down to the house. But yeah, it's pretty early. I don't think Bonnie's gonna want to come with us. This is my little bed in my little room in my parents' sitting room. So quite a small. Okay, say hi. Do you want some breakfast? I have her breakfast here, so that's why she's crying. But I'm gonna give Morrigan her breakfast. We're gonna cook some chicken, and then we are going to get the car packed. I'm gonna shower, have my coffee, and then we're gonna head to the house about 2.5 hours away. It's miserable outside. It's raining. I keep forgetting the camera's on this side, and I keep looking over there. But anyway. Oh, okay, sorry, you want your breakfast, so we get her breakfast, and then I'll take you on the rest of the journey. Cheeky girls, they just want to be fed. Do you want this? Yeah, okay, there you go. You eat breakfast for mommy. So, ever so slight change of plan. We're rushing to the shop because the chicken I was going to give Morrigan is actually out of date, so that was silly of me. So yeah, it's just about 9 o'clock. We're gonna go to the shop, get a few bits, and then drink our coffee, and then shower, and then go to the house. So we're on to a bit of a late start today, but that's okay. We're at the shops. We were only in for about 10 minutes, I'd say. Oh, 20 minutes. It's 9:20 now. And we got toilet paper and our bits, and of course, I had to get a little toy for Morrigan. So it is 9:27 now. It took 7 minutes to get from the shop to the house in Dublin, my parents' house. Got chicken. I got my coffee. So we are going to cook the chicken. That's the kettle. Once the chicken's on, I'm going to hop in the shower, and then we're going to pack up the car, and then we're going to go. But later start today, so we're not going to get to the house. I'd say we won't be leaving until about 10, half 10. It takes like 2.5 hours, so 12:30ish I'm expecting to get down. But yeah, sometimes you just start a bit earlier. It is what it is. Okay everyone, we are in the car. It is 10:32, so my guess of 10:30 was pretty close. Morrigan's here. You ready to go to the house? So it's 10:32. I will put it into GPS, but I'd imagine we're gonna get there for about 1:10. Maybe 1:10. We usually stop at a petrol station about 40 minutes away from the house. I usually use their bathroom just because I'm never 100% sure if my bathroom's going to be working. So we usually stop about 40 minutes from the house, but I might pick you up there. I might pick you up straight at the house. We'll see how the drive is going, but we're going to get going. Are we going to the house? Say bye, Dublin house. Oh, that one's ours, not that one. That's our neighbour. That one's ours. Anyway, we're going. We'll see you soon. Alrighty, we are at the petrol station. Went to the bathroom. I normally let Morrigan out for a walk, but she's actually doing just fine. She just wants pets. But we're heading to the house now. We go to the house? Yeah? So that is what we're doing. So it's 1:06 and we just got here. And surprisingly, the sun seems to be out. Oh, my hand is covering the camera. Surprisingly, the sun seems to be out. We just got here, so I'm gonna let Missy Moo run and do the pee-pees, and then we're gonna get unpacked. So it's just 1:15 now. I brought in the few bits that we brought down. So my bag has the laptop in it. That is so I can upload today's video because I haven't done that yet. Suitcase is kind of, I just bring that down because it has a couple changes of clothes just in case we get soaking wet or we get dirty, and I don't want to put like paint in my car, and then just a couple groceries. And what we do is we tend to bring them down on the Saturday. Then when we go up in the evening, they all stay here except for the laptop. And then when we come back down Sunday, we don't pack the car or anything because it's all already here for the weekend. So that's kind of how we do it. Missy Moo Moo is eating her lunch. I am going to get the few bits. I have her chicken in a freezer bag, so I'm going to get that in. And then I'm going to get the kettle on, cup of coffee, maybe something to eat for me because I'm absolutely starving. And then I'm going to get uploading the video that goes up today, which is Saturday the 29th maybe. And then we'll kind of get started for the day. Not the nicest day, I'll show you how it's looking in a minute. And I will tell you the plan of what we're going to do. It's mostly indoor stuff, I think, mainly because the string has run out on the strimmer and I don't think we're going to have time to go into town and try and get replacement. So I might just order that online. The grass, the grass looks like it needs to be cut again. Even though it was only cut the other day, it does look like it needs to be cut again. And I'll show you it in a minute, but I bought something that's going to help me do the small bedroom. So we're going to do that. But first I'm going to let Morrigan back outside because she didn't pee the first time. Let her out and I'll bring you out and I'll show you everything. But it's lovely and gloomy outside. So it's a lovely Irish summer's day. Do you want to show everyone outside? Do you want to show everyone out the back? Okay. Come on then. So this is where everything is currently dumped. This is our new dump pile in our new dump room. This is where we dump everything now, but that's okay because we never use this room. Coming into the master bedroom, we kind of have everything just dumped in here as well. Anything electronic, this room is very dry now, so anything electronic gets dumped in this room. This is the mattress I bought off Amazon because it was on sale. Couldn't tell you if it's comfy or not yet. It came in a box, so hopefully it will be comfy when we eventually get to use it, but sadly not yet because we don't have the council coming out yet. But yeah, this is our new dumping ground for bloody everything. But come on outside. Hey, are you going? You gonna go do a pee-pee? Yeah. So as you can see, the grass is bloody long again. Now I didn't trim the edges the last time because obviously the strimmer without a string, such a silly problem to have. But the grass is bloody long again. I don't know how it grows so fast. Morrigan's going to do her business, but here we are. Oh, she actually is doing her business. I'll move you away. Now, one thing has changed since we were here. So we left Monday, the 24th. I was with the solicitor, then I drove home because my gran passed away the very early morning on the 24th, so we obviously went home. It's a nice Saturday after that. But I'll show you the bees. So the beekeeper came and whilst... No, you come here. Whilst it doesn't look like at the moment the bees are going into the new hive, the bees were kind of swarming around this hive. So the beekeeper came and said it does look like they're kind of setting up home, so he set up a second one. And the hope is that they will move into the two. But it does look like they're still kind of focusing on the original hive, which isn't ideal, but I do believe it can take like weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks for them to fully move into their new home. So completely overgrown. So that will need to be rectified ASAP. We can't even see the strawberries. Morrigan's getting lost in the grass. So here's the strawberry plants. Now they're looking great. I need to weed all around them. Are there any strawberries ready to eat? No, look, something's been eating our strawberries, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Oh, there's a big one down there, but it's not eating grass honey. We're gonna have to clear all of this out. Potatoes. Spinach is overgrown and bolted, so we can't use that. It's very overgrown. That's going to be a next week project, I think. So before we do anything, there's a number of very big spiders around the room. So we're going to vacuum those away. Poor spiders, but they picked the wrong house. So we've cleaned a tiny little bit, we got rid of the spiders, it's time for some lunch. For anyone that knows me, I don't eat breakfast, so I usually have a slightly bigger lunch. We're gonna have some bagels with some eggs, and then we will look at what we're gonna get started for today. Now my little love, will you eat your lunch please? We're gonna make mommy some lunch. So I'd like it for you to eat your lunch. Is that something you could do? Ta-da. So we're gonna have some breakfast / lunch, and I'm gonna get the video uploaded. So this video you are gonna see is about the toilet being broken. What a lovely 2 weeks that was. I'm gonna leave you here for a minute while I eat and upload the video because that's super boring, and I'm gonna watch a video while I do it. So I actually had to move the video into here for uploading. So it's saying 32 minutes. Did you have a nice lick of the plate? Mari does the pre-wash on the dishes. I don't know if anyone else does that, but we do that where Mari does the little pre-wash. Now, I want to take you into the room that we're going to be focusing on. So let's bring you into this room and show you where we've left off. Morrigan, you stay there. So this is the room at the moment. An absolute dumping zone, which isn't ideal, nor is it how I want it to be. Ooh. It was just me stepping on something. Oh, we all got a fright. So yeah, this obviously is not how we want the room to be looking. It is messy, but take a look at our stone walls that are lovely and dry. Stay there. Really proud of how they're looking. Overall quite good. Dusty and dirty, but when they're cleaned up, they're gonna look absolutely wonderful. They obviously need to be repointed because that's not staying in great. But what I would like to do is get the rest of this plasterboard taken down, like potentially just cut kind of along the top so that we're not affecting the roof. Leave these wooden bits probably on. And then I want to work on over here. Now this is not a real wall, so that's not going anywhere, but we're going to try and remove the plasterboard down along here and up to here. This is an electric wire, so we're going to have to turn that off. So we will do that. And I really want to get into over here because that is where the, if there's a little nook in this room, that's where it would be. Because this is the fireplace. If they built a nook into the wall, it would be here. I don't think we're going to find it. I think it's either not there, like it wasn't part of the building, or it's been blocked up. So I'm kind of not holding out hope. So thanks to everyone that watches these videos and sits through the ads, or even if you hit skip. I think if you watch like the first 5 seconds of the ad, I get a small little bit of money. I think it's like €1 or something for every 1,000 people that watches. It's not a lot, but it's a small amount of money. And with that money, I was able to purchase on sale. Oh, let's see if I can even lift it up. It's very heavy. This guy here, it's very heavy. So this apparently will help me take down the concrete a lot easier than what it has been. No more hand chipping. Now, whether it works or not, that's another question. In the sense of, did I buy the right tool? I think I have, but I'm going to get it out. I'm going to get it up and I'll do like a little test of it and I'll let you know how we get on. But being able to buy this is very much so a big thank you to everyone who watches the videos. Sorry, that was really like dizzy and walking around and stuff. I try to not do that anymore. I try to just stand still. But getting the drill, it would have been something that I would have purchased myself eventually. It happened to come up on sale. It was half price at Screwfix, but also I happened to get a little chunk of money through the YouTube, people watching the video. So thank you so much for watching. You have made me get this drill a little bit faster than I would have before, and hopefully I got the right one and it's going to save me like chipping because my hands are in bits from all the chipping. So I'm going to test it out and I'm going to be back in a minute. So this isn't sponsored or anything of that sort of nature. I've never done a sponsored video. If you'd like to sponsor me with some tools, by all means do, because I'm just a poor little girl working on her really old house that likes to break. But no, this isn't sponsored. It is just the one that was on sale at Screwfix. Finally. Okay, oh, it smells like a drill. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh no, it's so heavy. Blah, 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 do not operate, blah, 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 electrical safety, yep, blah, 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 blah. So the drill works. So that is awesome news. I'm gonna leave it there for now. because I don't actually want to start drilling yet. It's going to be very dusty work. It's quite nice outside, so I want to have my coffee. Oh, hi Morrigan. I want to let Morrigan kind of run around and play outside a little bit because the weather is never a given. So when we have a bit of sun, it's important that we use it. So we're going to finish our coffee because we still haven't done that. I need to check on the video. I think it's uploaded. I need to do a thumbnail for it. All these little business bits, as I like to call them, for the YouTube. But happy? Did you get your ball? Coffee is finished. Kitchen is still a mess, but it's really nice outside, so we're gonna change into shorts and then I'm gonna bring the Baba for a walk and you guys are gonna come along with us because that's what we're doing today. We're doing a day in the life, so you can see how kind of chaotic and mad it is while we're here, because sometimes you just get bits clipped together, but this time you're getting the whole day. So just before we go out, I'm gonna finish uploading the video because it is due out in 3 hours. Checks are all complete. It's just finishing its upload in HD, but I need to get the thumbnail done, and the thumbnails are like the bane of my existence because I never know what to put the thumbnail as. And titles, I don't know how people come up with good titles. It's so hard. But okay, I'm gonna do that now. Give me a sec. So we're out for a walk. Well, it looks so good until it doesn't look good. You leading the way, honey? We haven't gone down this way in a while. The last couple of times when we've gone down this way, she's been like, nope. So hopefully today she lets us go, but we'll see. It's kind of wild walking down here. Oh, the grass is overgrowing. There's my gate. I think in the future, eventually, I'll put another gate down the end. And I think what I'd also like to do is get new French drains. So hang on, hun. So just, you know what, hang on. You're a good girl. Yeah, I actually think I hear a car, so I'll just be on the watch out. So down along here, obviously right onto the road, like mid-road is my land, technically. Now obviously the land is public, but all of this verge is my land. Fence is there. I think something's coming, but anyway, we'll keep walking for a minute. But anyway, there's a big dip that goes all along the edge of the land, and that is kind of the drain system that they have. It goes all the way down and it ends up in this little spring further down. But it's a ditch, and what I'd like to eventually do is try fix it up, get some proper French drainage in, get the land so the land all drains out into this, and then get it to go down better. Can you come here, my love? But kind of get rid of the ditch so that should you need to pull in, your car won't get lost down in these big ditches. So that's kind of the plan. But we're just coming up to the end of my land now. Morrigan's on a walk with me. This, like I said, is a public road, but rarely you meet someone on it. This one's very twisty turny, so we don't really drive on it much. Can you wait for Mama? Good girl. So I'll just show you the very end of my land. It ends just at this triangle here. So right at that tree, no longer my land. Everything before, right up to the house, mine. Eventually, I would love to get more. Oh, some kind of battery that's fallen over or just been dumped. But yeah, eventually, I mean, if whoever owns this field here wanted to sell it to me, that would be cool. You coming? Let's go. Anyway, we're on our little walkie. So I'll put you down until we see some cowsies. You'll be sick of cows, but I frickin' love them. And a little gate. Like, I don't know who owns any of this. It's just overgrown. I'd love for more people to have cows and stuff around. I wish there was more houses. Even though I like not having a huge amount of neighbours, I do wish there was like more. just dotted around with young people my age. We keep going. Are you going to show everyone the further way down? Yeah? Cows? So you're probably not able to see this, but there's animals in this field. I wonder if they're cows or horses. I think they're cows. This is the first time I've seen animals in this field, so that's really exciting. And we're all the way over here, and they're all the way over there. But still, very exciting. Do you smell the cows? We're not having much luck finding any cows, but we just found a couple cute little ones. And like their mom. Hello, little cow. Morrigan's like, look at me, I found a cow. That's a brave little cow. And there's mummy over there having something to eat. I'd say they're well used to us now. I don't know what that big round thing is, but as a farmer now I'm going to have to learn. I'd imagine it's maybe for feeding them. But finally we found some little cowsies. Same little cows as earlier, but they're a little closer now. Hiya. Hiya. You're just a puppy, but big. Yeah. That cow seems to lead the pack. So it's just about 4:15. We went on a nice long walk. We were gone for about an hour and 15, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. It's probably about 6 or 7 kilometers in a loop. So now it's time to get this little one here, wherever she may be, some chicken, and set her up in the bedroom. I might unwrap the mattress so that she can just lay down on it while I work on the small bedroom. I'm going to bring out all the crap from that room, and some of it I'll put outside. The bags I'll just put in the spare small room, I think. And then I will take some of the chunks of concrete that are quite big, I'll take those outside, and then we'll try clean up a little bit because it is quite messy in there. You should always have a clean workstation, so that's what we're going to do. But I'm going to get the baba set up in here. So this I'm just going to move outside, any big kind of concrete I can move. For when we eventually get the skip will be outside, so we'll just need to move it into the skip. But I feel a bit crap moving it outside, because then it's going to make my outside look kind of crap. But what can you do? There's nowhere else to put it yet. Alright, so it is still crazy dusty, but it's definitely looking a lot better than what it was, and that will make it easier to do the rest of the room. So I think we might start up along here, just up along the top. Now, even though I should know where the wiring is, because it's not chased in the walls except for there, I have turned the electrics off for the sockets and for the lights, but just to double check, I'm going to just plug in my phone and make sure that none of them turn on. So I'm going to do that now real quick. Oh no. Oh. What the heck? What is this? Well, I wasn't expecting to find tile randomly. Just a little square of tile. Oops. We'll save them. So if it's not me running out of battery, it's me running out of storage. This time it was battery, but I want to show you the room. I didn't do much more, like the phone kind of went and I haven't done much more than that, but let me show you the room. The only thing is I was a bit nervous. Obviously we found the wire to the plug, but then the plug kind of has this big gap in it from the little box to the plug front. Now maybe that's normal, but anyway, I kind of got freaked because I turned the fuse off and then I was so nervous to turn the fuse back on because I was like, what if I turn the fuse back on and the plug explodes or the wiring goes on fire? Now I don't use that plug. That plug's not earthed, so I don't use it. So it's never, the two little switches are always turned off because I don't use it. But I just had a bit of a panic and I had to text my mom and I was like, do you think this looks okay? And then poor Joe, he's an engineer, the oracle of all knowledge, he helps me with so much. but I emailed him pictures and I was like, does this look okay? He's probably busy doing things and I'm like, help! I think I'm gonna blow my house up, but I'll show you what I did. Now, of course, we just tidied this room and it's an absolute mess again. But come take a look at the wall. Now, this plasterboard, I said it a couple of times when I had the mask on, so you might not have heard me, but this plasterboard was so damp. Like you can tell even by looking at the wood is so damp and it's like damp the whole way up. So that obviously needed to come down. But you can tell like the bottom is, it's got that white stuff, which a lot of people were saying before that is, you know, potentially nutrients from the stone in the wall, like lime or whatever from the stone coming through the concrete. But it's in such bad shape. So yeah, that obviously isn't in the best shape. Then you come up the wall, you get to the fuse box or the plug, and like there's that big gap in it, but maybe that's normal. I don't really know. And then obviously the wires go up the wall. And then kind of a surprise, these tiles were here, which is very random. It was just the 3 rows of tiles, and then I kind of just touched the one here, and then all of them went. But they didn't break. So, that was my neighbour going by. They didn't break. So I would like to keep them and reuse them somewhere, even if it's just a small little patch. I can put them in the bathroom or somewhere because I think it's really cute. And who knows how old those tiles are. I mean, they're probably not that old, but we're probably talking like, you know, 40 years maybe. At least 30. The people that owned the house before me owned it for like 26 to 28 years, and then I've owned it for 6 months now, so like probably at least 30 years old, but I'd say longer because the guy that owned the house passed away and then the house was empty for a while. But anyway, so I'd say longer. And then when you move up the wall a little bit, you can see where the old switch would have been. For the old light switch. And actually I'd love to bring the light switch back into here. I don't know why it was moved. Now maybe it was a plug socket, but I would guess it was a light switch. But anyway, that's there as well. And then we kind of stopped. I didn't go any further because I got a bit freaked out about the fuse box. So we're doing good. We're doing well. Obviously the room is an absolute mess again, so I will have to clean it up before we do any more. I need to remove this little piece down here. Obviously, I have not removed the full piece here. I'd imagine there's a piece of wood or something around here, and it has this kind of metal stuff that connects it to this part of the wall here. So I don't want to go any closer, so we're going to leave that for now. Obviously, we won't be taking down the concrete in this part of the wall. I freaked myself out too much because of the wiring. We might take a bit off down at the bottom and then kind of go up, but I'm just... with the wiring there, it does make me a bit nervous. And then let me show you up here before my battery goes again. You stay there, okay? So, good girl. So, here is the old, what the top of the window would have looked like. Obviously, there's plaster here. There's plaster here, and there's plaster on that side that needs to come down. I actually think it's more concrete than it is plaster. But yeah, here's the old one. I was kind of worried that I would get like... I was worried about what we would find. From watching other people's videos, they all have these like old lintels that are like the wooden ones, and they're rotten, and I was just very nervous. So I don't know if we're gonna remove this part of the wall and have this as stone. I don't know. I feel like I need to get someone out. Like it's fine doing this part of the wall because I felt like it wasn't like super structural in... I mean, obviously it holds the house up, but like it wasn't holding the window, and there wasn't any lintels here, and I'm not gonna go too much higher. But I feel over the windows and around the electrics, I might need to just like wait and like have a professional look at it first. So for this room in particular and the other old room, can you stay there a sec? Good girl. I was thinking about the electrics because I don't want, well, I'd like to expose the stone walls, obviously. That's what we're doing. But I don't want to dig into them to chase the wiring. So then I was like, oh, I'm going to have the wiring just, you know, out front like it is there, where it's not chased in the wall. It just, there's something that goes down. And like, it's not super annoying looking, but it is kind of annoying. So I was trying to think about ways that we could do it so that it wouldn't look super obvious. And I was like, well, if we have the stone wall exposed, we could have like a fake kind of beam going up the wall, like a structural support beam. So I was kind of thinking about it like that, but then I kind of decided that what I would do is I would see if they could move. So the first plug is obviously there, but like, can we put it in this wall here? And then have the light switch there as well, and then have the other plugs for the room that are on this back wall here, move them to this wall as well, and then maybe try have a plug hidden over here somewhere. Now all the pipes are down along here. That will probably always be there, so maybe we could even hide it. I don't know. But I was like, why don't we just move it into the fake wall? It doesn't make any sense why it was put on the solid wall to begin with. So anyway, that's what I was thinking about. Sometimes I think about things. So either we'll have like fake beams going up the wall so it looks like it's like, you know, like old cottage structural sort of beams around the stone wall, or we'll try put it into the fake wall. So that's my plan. But we're gonna stop for now. I'm getting a bit peckish, so we're gonna have some dinner. So we have some corn, fake chicken pieces. So we're gonna have some of this. I think I've said it before, but I will only eat penne because it goes on the fork easier than any other pasta. So the pasta takes about 10 minutes. Fake chicken takes about 15. So that's been on for 5. This is now going on for 10. And I will actually now go get changed in just a second. What was I gonna do? What was I going to do? Oh yes, get the sauce out of the fridge. Sauce. Good old carbonara. Wouldn't have anything else. Okay, now I'm gonna go get changed. Good girl who's spoiled. Are you a spoiled little baby? Where's Mummy's hug? Where's Mummy's hug? You can give Mummy a hug. Yes, there she is, my little girl. Mwah. We'll give that another minute while we get Miss Morrigan's dinner. Oh yeah, you heard your din-dins, kiss it. Oh, good girl. Good job. You only ate recently, so you must be hungry. The important thing is to not be stingy on the cheese. We're going to be coming into winter again and we have to have our winter layers. So don't be stingy on the cheese if you want the physique of myself. So I don't think I've said, it's 8:20 now. Just keeping the loop of where we're at for the day. Morrigan's over there. I'd say she's going to do a pee and maybe a poop before we go, which will be really good. But it's a nice enough evening. Bit of a dirty cloud up there, which makes it look a lot darker. Now, why are these bees going up into my roof? Oh, for God's sake, are you joking me? Every time I come to the house, something else is wrong. There's a bumblebee nest in my roof. Now, I think bumblebees don't stay there forever, so the hope is that they'll be gone, but I'm standing here watching as they go into my roof. Not lots of them, but a few, so hang on. This corner here, they're just going in under the gutter. What are the chances? honeybee nest over in the shed, a bloody bumblebee nest in the roof. Go! Is that normal for living in the country? Freaking hell. Now, I'm actually quite partial to a bumblebee. I quite like them. I think they're really cute. And whilst I was watching them go into this bloody hole in my roof that must be there, and there's birds in the roof as well. Like, for God's sake, I've got birds in the roof, I've got bees in the roof, I've got bees in the bloody shed, I've got frogs in the pond. I just, oh. Are you coming in, my sweet princess? Go on. I had a very quick look online, and it looks like that at least bumblebee nests kind of tend to go quite quickly. So they'll be there for the season and then they go. So the advice on Google was to just leave them alone. Now I will look more into that because obviously I don't want them up there, but it does say that bumblebee nests tend to not cause any damage and they tend to just be there for the season. And frick, every bloody time I come here, there's another problem. And if I sound frustrated, it's because I am a tiny little bit frustrated because every time I come, there's a new problem. Now, look, bumblebees are fine. I'm actually going to stay in my cozies. I don't even care. We're staying in the cozies. We won't be getting out of the car on the way home. We don't need to get petrol. So we're staying in the cozies. Oh, there's me from the back. Oh, it's a bit cold. That's that done. We've cleaned up the room a little bit. Not all the room, but enough, in my opinion. We have cleaned enough. So we're just going to kick this dust out of the way. I have to be careful. My knees are kind of at me today. I don't know why, but both of my knees are a bit sore today. They keep kind of feeling like they're gonna go, which would not be ideal. And that would not be catching a break like I just asked the universe. So now we're going to clean in the kitchen, so I'm going to show you that because it's a day in the life. You get to see everything we do. This is how we spend our Saturdays. Morrigan is signalling that it's time to go home because she's laying down. She's not happy. Also, I forgot to say, I think when I'm down here tomorrow, I might do the Q&A questions. Alrighty everyone, I think that might be it from us today. It's just gone 9 o'clock. Well, it's about... Whoop, that was a bad throw. It is 8:57, so it's just 9 o'clock. I'm gonna bring Mario out the back for a minute. I'll show you around and then we are gonna pack up and we're gonna get gone. Although it's actually brightening up a little bit again. Ready? Go! She is so fast. I don't think the camera properly picks up how quick she is. The grass is so long, I can't believe it. If it's nice tomorrow, we'll mow the grass. Wasn't planning on it, But it's after getting so long so quickly. Look how green it is. It actually looks brilliant. Really happy with it. Oh, those bloody bees going in and out of my roof. I'm so annoyed. I thought I could hear someone singing. I guess not. I think that tree over there is so cool. Anyway. Oh, Miss Morrigan is doing her business, which is good. Good job, honey. Good job. You are so stinking fast. Did you get your ball? Where is it? Look, you left it over there where you pooped. Go get it. It's right there. I'm gonna get it. Oh, she went for the wrong one. Oh, no, no, no. She tricked Mummy. She knew exactly where it was. Good job. Good job, honey. Do you want me to throw it for you one more time? This is us signing off now. I don't think you need to see us drive back. If you want, you can. Obviously not when I'm driving. But if I remember, I'll do a quick video in the car, but I probably won't remember. But this is us leaving now. We're gonna get our hoodie on. We're gonna finish packing up the car, and we're gonna get going because it's 9 o'clock. We've got about 2.5 hours of light, and we've got about 2.5 hours of drive. So we will see you tomorrow, where we do spend the day with me on a Sunday. Hope you enjoyed. It was kind of a bit all over the place, but I hope you enjoyed the video, and this is the first and probably the last spend the weekend with me. I was in the freaking car and I realised I haven't done the bloody fire alarm, so we're doing that now. Also, just as a side note, I've decided this one is going to go into the hallway, because then at least, oh, maybe it should go into the kitchen. Okay, no, it's gonna go into the kitchen. Will I put it on the lower part of the roof? I don't really know what I'm doing. Okay, we'll put it on the lower part of the roof and we're gonna hope for the best.